welcome back to Jets Driver's Seat. That's what I've decided to name this little venture of mine. I am your host, Vin, the only person on this show. So, episode 2, here we go. It is Sunday, August 24th. The New York Jets preseason is over. They made a handful of cuts today. Pretty insignificant moves. Not insignificant to the guys who were cut. RIP to them. But, yeah, so it's time, guys. It's time for the season to start. I'm excited. This will be a quick one. Just go over a couple of things I saw in the game. I mean, it was a very obviously vanilla kind of game. It's week 3 preseason. Really no starters playing. Armand Menbu, a couple penalties on him. I think he'll be fine. Not a ton to talk about from the game. I liked how they fought at the end, at least. I mean, not that it really even matters, obviously, but it seems to be at least the way this team is being built and motivated to not give up. I mean, a meaningless preseason game, and they're still fighting to the very end. Penalties, though, man. I know they're backups, but a lot of drive-killing penalties. They're constantly behind the sticks. It felt like any type of positive gain, anything on the ground, everything came back every single time, it felt like. And that's frustrating. I'm sure Aaron Glenn's going to have those boys running this week. But that's something to keep an eye on, because there's different kind of penalties out there. There's, penalties you make when you're playing hard and fast and things happen, and I think you can live with those if they're not really stupid, because at least they're playing hard. These were like pre-snap penalties, holdings. Can't do it. It just kills you every single time. I don't think anything I really saw. Well, Adrian Martinez looked really nice at the end of the game. A couple of really good drives towards the end of the game. Brady Cook had a really nice 2-minute drive at the end of the half. Couldn't punch it in, but still looked all right. That's really all I got for week 3 preseason game. There wasn't much going on. I'll be interested to see that bottom of the roster, who makes the team, because that's always a interesting time of year. Just traded for Harrison Phillips. That's big on the defensive line. I don't know if that knocks Jay Tufele off the roster. I liked what he did. Everybody liked what he did the first preseason game. It seems like he's had a pretty good camp. I'd like to see him be rewarded for that. I think that'd be a good story and a good find for this regime. Running backs pretty much set. I think all the running backs actually look really nice in preseason. Even the guys who aren't going to make the team. The names are escaping me right now. Donovan Edwards is one of them, but the guy the rookie they had from Florida State, he looked quick and good. I think he'll catch on somewhere else. I don't think he makes this roster just because they're pretty much set there. But he looked nice. As far as wide receivers go, I don't know what they're going to do. Arian Smith obviously is going to make the team. Brandon Smith, I think, should make the team. I think he's been one of the better receivers. Allen Lazard is... Get Allen Lazard off this roster, man. What is he doing here? Why is he here? I don't think he wants to be here. He's hurt. I think what they're going to do, they're going to IR him, and then they'll probably cut him after week 1. So if they cut him now, he's just going to go straight to the Steelers and basically hand them the playbook. So I think they'll wait for week 1 to be in the books, cut him, and then he's free to go, probably to Pittsburgh, because that's the only team I can imagine really wanting him at this point. There have been some rumblings that the Jets are interested in trading for a legit wide receiver 2, which, would be awesome, but I go back and forth. You would love, a Terry McLaurin or anybody of that ilk. He's really not even a wide receiver 2. You'd have 2 wide receiver 1s at that point. But I go back and forth with what you're going to have to give up to get a guy like that, and is this the year that you make that move? I don't know. We don't really know what Justin Fields is going to be this year, especially passing the ball. He's looked a little shaky in camp throwing the ball, and I don't know if you want to commit, trading draft picks and capital. You're going to have a lot of money tied up in the wide receiver position if you're going to trade for a guy like that and pay him. Do you do that now? You can make the argument that you do it now because you're not really paying the quarterback. I mean, Justin Fields is making $20 million, but as far as starting quarterbacks go, it's not a lot of money. And if Justin Fields doesn't work out, which let's hope that he does, but if he doesn't, they'll be drafting a rookie quarterback, and then they'll have a quarterback on a rookie deal. So it kind of adds to that argument of like, okay, you can afford to spend that kind of money at the wide receiver position. It's exactly what they're kind of lining up to do with the tackles too, where they're not paying a tackle. They have 2 tackles on rookie deals that should be very good. That's what's allowing them to pay Sauce and Garrett, and potentially maybe you sign John Simpson long-term or AVT long-term, and you're going to tie up a lot of money in those guys. Will McDonald's another guy who's going to come up. Maybe you do make that move now, and I just don't know how effective it'll be, just because I don't know what kind of year, Justin Fields is going to have throwing the ball. Is it really worth it to make that kind of move and that expenditure for a guy who might only throw for 2,500 yards this year? Might rush for 1,000, but we'll see. And I'm still excited for this year, though, man. It's just last year was so bad and annoying to watch, and this just feels like it's gonna be. Maybe they won't be good, but I think they'll be tough. They won't be whiny. They'll just be strong. There'll be pains in the asses. It's like when Dan Campbell took over the Lions. It's like, yeah, we're going to knock us down. We're going to get back up. We're going to bite your ankles. We all laughed at him at the time because it sounded ridiculous, but it's kind of the team they are, and it's kind of why it works over there in Detroit, because they're just tough and they don't give up. But, hopefully that's the start of what we're seeing here. And even if they're a 7-win team and they miss the playoffs, maybe they're in the hunt graphic this year in December, and like just seeing their logo up there would be like nice. It'd be a sign of progress, it feels like. But maybe it's the start of something, and that's kind of what I'm banking on, is that maybe this year's not the year where they really put it all together and they turn it all around, but I think it's the start of it. It's really all good. I'll check in with you guys again later in the week. Maybe once we get a couple more cuts and we see how this roster is rounding the shape. But until next time, I'll see you later.